Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to this episode of ATS Showcases, and today I am checking out the Western Star 5700XE Rework mod that is available on the Steam Workshop, so I'll have it linked down in the description below, along with the engine mod that I'm using today, which is the Engine and Transmission Compilation Sound mod. It is an amazing mod, used it plenty of times, and yeah, we're going to go through the Western Star 5700XE Rework mod right now. The Western Star 5700XE Rework mod adds a lot of different customization features and changes a few things along the way in terms of color palettes and stuff like that. So we're actually starting in the interior today of the 5700XE, and there are some different options along the side here, or should I say altered options. So the one I'm running today is the premium obsidian black and white. So for example, if I turn up, and this is where you can see it, the white along the top of the cabin, if I go back to obsidian black, see it goes all black, and go back to black and white, you keep the black accents along the bottom bit, white along the top. Overall looks really nice, and they've done some other tweaks to some of the other versions as well, just here and there. And moving to the exterior, this is where you have the bulk of the options, primarily along the front of the vehicle, at least as far as I can tell. I should note that on some of these mods, I do miss features, I just don't see them. So definitely check it out for yourself and see if you can find some other features that I may have missed, and I'm going to apologize for that right now. But for example, down here on the bumper, that's the bull bar. Let's try the bumper right there. Down, you'll see paint. That is one of the extra additions of the rework mod, and if you want to double check which types they are, hover over the little info button on the side of the accessories, and you will see the mod Western Star 5700XE Rework. Anything badged with that, it has been touched by the mod author. There are plenty of options for the grills as well. Everything from chrome with paint to all chrome, you name it, it's pretty much there. You've got some various trim pieces that you can change along the truck. Some of the badging has changed. So for example, you can go paint on the Western Star kind of grill logo there, and on also basic, which is more plastic. Overall, it's a very solid mod, plenty of cool configuration options. And for today's delivery, I've decided to go with the true formal black and chrome configuration. It just looks so good, at least in my opinion. It's pretty hard to go wrong with black and chrome, and overall the truck just works so well. The additions of the mirrors, I should note the bumper, those are in particular things that came with the rework mod, and same with the grill as well. So for today's delivery, I'm sitting just outside of Dallas here, south of it, and we're going to head over to Tyler. Not a crazy long delivery, but I think it will be a good one overall. We're going to talk about a couple things here. So let's go ahead and get this DD16 started up and get on the road. So let's go ahead and get out of this complex here and get on the road. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. And let's just quickly touch on why this episode's slightly on the shorter side, shall we say. Oh, we've got to stop here. I'm going to be fully transparent. This video is definitely being recorded on the more last minute side of things, but I wanted to get it out to you guys because, well, I wanted to kind of do this delivery anyways, and I thought, you know what, shorter delivery is better than no delivery if you ask me, but it gives us plenty of time though to enjoy the beauty of this mod and just explore a little bit more here in Texas. We haven't actually discovered Tyler yet, at least not in my save. You guys may have, and I can't see out that window worth the life of me. I think we're sat back a little bit more in this truck than normal for the rework, so we're gonna have to use a little bit of creative liberty there to be able to see where we're going, so excuse the slight unrealism there, but we're gonna go with that. Yeah, slightly more on the last minute side of things, but nonetheless, it's still going to be a good delivery. And we've got a couple things I wanted to talk about here, kind of around the ATS world. So of course, we've had plenty of blog posts in the past, Oklahoma, Kansas, and so on and so forth. But notably, or at least recently, since the last ATS showcase, we've had another Guess Where We Are blog post on Kansas. Now, some of you may be thinking, why in the world do we have another blog post or another Guess Where We Are Kansas blog post? Well, the first one went over so well, and a lot of people guessed plenty of locations, some very, very well, and a lot of them well indeed. And SEO Software decided, well, let's do a number 2 version of the blog post, kind of that mini game series that they have going on there. And yeah, we got plenty of new screenshots, and they look incredible indeed, as per usual. I guess we shouldn't really be that surprised. But no, it looked incredible. Kansas is coming along well. I know some people are thinking, why are we getting so many Kansas blog posts when Oklahoma is quite obviously the next DLC? Well, I mean, in all honesty, both of them are coming, I'd hope, more on the quick side. It's definitely not going to be a situation where we're waiting for Texas, because just due to the sheer size of the states themselves, they are a fraction of the size of Texas. That should be kind of a given, unless if you don't know your U.S. geography, which fair. I, to be honest, don't know it that great. I know a bit though, but no, it's one of those things where they can kind of go back to working on 2 DLCs simultaneously and not really affecting the timeline of either one, which I think is a very good way to go if you ask me. We got to go over here to the left. Good old Texas interchanges and road network here, kind of paralleling the highway on our own little highway. Kind of interesting how that all works. But no, it's kind of neat to have these blog posts going back, at least in my opinion. I guess some of you may call me biased because I just kind of enjoy the game so much, and obviously I do videos for you guys, so some may think that I just appear, you know, happy and all good about the game just so then I get potential benefits. That's not the case. I legitimately enjoy what I do. So, you know, people want to think what they do, or what they think what they want to think about, you know, the content creation side of things. But honestly, I enjoy what I do, and that's why I do it. There's no kind of beating around the bush there. That's just quite honestly what I think. So yeah, no, that's the way it is. But overall, it's great to have both DLCs coming. I know there's plenty of you out there that are so excited, same with me, for both DLCs. Just more content, more map exploration is always good in my books. And of course, there's other things on the horizon as well. We should know, I should note that we have some other kind of stuff in the works for ATS. Of course, we know it as a community. I say we as in the community. From various streams from SES Software, they've mentioned that there's a new engine revamp, I guess you could call it, coming for the game, or both games, ATS and ATS2. So that's going to bring greater quality, performance improvement, which is something that a lot of ATS players and ATS2 players, I shouldn't just generalize into one, but we'll focus on ATS for today. A lot of ATS players really want some improved performance. I completely agree on that one. The high quality is great and all, but for some people, and including myself, honestly, I do notice the performance hinder, especially when I'm recording. I mean, that's not something everyone will encounter, but even still, not everyone has a high-end sim rig system that can just basically crunch through anything that they want. Ultimately, there's plenty of variety and in system performance, and you got to kind of work around that as a game developer. High quality is amazing, but it comes at a limitation, and that is general performance. So it's good to see that the engine will be evolving on that, and so I'm excited to see what that actually all brings. That's going to be very neat. And actually, just on the ETS2 side, within actually a day or so, I did a Prime News on it, but one of the recent ETS2 blog posts actually mentioned that it was on a Germany rework, the Phase 2. It's coming in 1.48. As far as I know, that is the first confirmed thing for 1.48 in the ATS and ETS2 realm. I could be completely wrong, but on the American Truck Simulator side, 1.48 could be the host of the California Rework Phase 3. That would be fantastic. I guess it is. Yeah, it's Phase 3 right now, right? We've got Phase 1 and 2 in the game as far as I know, right? Am I going crazy, or is it California Phase 2? I don't know. The next California Rework Phase, I can't keep track of it at this point, or at least not not when I'm recording this. Prime has had an interesting day. Busy kind of as always, and his brain is kind of working overtime here. A couple brain cells rubbing pretty hard together to try and get this video out. But no, it's all good. You know I'm tired when I start speaking to myself. Is that second or third person? Who knows? It may even be fifth if you want to combine the two at this rate. Oh boy, you know, sometimes I'll look back at these videos in the future and think, yeah, I was losing it. And it's a good thing I turned myself around. All jokingly, obviously. But no, it's kind of fun just to kind of do these things. It's a good relaxing thing for me as well. Kind of gets my mind off of the other things that I'm thinking about. And I enjoy doing it, so that's all that matters. But no, ATS, there's plenty of things coming. I know there's been a lot of talk, and hopefully this isn't no, it's not. That guy's just turning left. I was hoping I wasn't just blowing through town there. I think I was still going pretty quick though, but hey-ho. There's plenty of trucks on the horizon as well. As far as I know, the kind of Kenworth realm of things. Even Peterbilt, SES Software has visited both facilities in the US, so that is a very good sign, to be honest, for everyone. Both of the, well, we've had the W900 rework, but it's the other ones like the T680, stuff like that. Hey, we've discovered Tyler finally. It's the other ones. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can't see it. I'll just kind of interrupt myself there. I got the Lone Star State achievement and Steam. How cool. I've discovered all the cities all through these ATS showcases. Thank you guys so much for the support. It allows me to continue to do this, and I do appreciate all the support I get. But anyways, back to what I was saying. There's trucks on the horizon. Obviously, we have the W900 rework. Say what you want about that rework. I think it was a much needed one. Obviously, I think everyone would agree on that one, but it turned out well in my opinion. That's just all I'm going to say on that. But T680 and some of the other next gen trucks, I've done it. I believe I've done the Kenworth at least. The Kenworth T600 or something next gen, whatever. It was a mod, obviously, but having some of the officially licensed trucks in or as base game kind of either reworks or just new trucks in the Kenworth and Peterbilt realm, definitely need more of them. They need the current ones need reworking, other than I guess the W900, but any of the other ones definitely need reworking. And there's plenty of other trucks that are in the Peterbilt and Kenworth kind of lineups in fleet. They're some of the most iconic brands in North America. There's so many different options for them, and it's just a matter of getting them into the game. I know SES Software is working on it, but I guess there's, you know, if you really think about it, there's a lot of work that goes in behind, not to mention the legal side for licensing a vehicle model in a game, but just strictly speaking on the development work of the trucks, it does take time. And to do it justice, obviously they have some extra tools with them there at SES Software for making hopefully life easier, but maybe not, because it makes them more realistic. Either way, more trucks on the horizon. That's always good stuff to see. Obviously, then what's coming next after Oklahoma and Kansas? If you haven't seen that video, it's kind of like a Prime Newsy mini series. To be honest, I don't really know what I class it as anymore, but nonetheless, you can check that out. The video is on my channel, but that's where I kind of give my prediction on what's coming next. And I do believe that Nebraska is coming next, and some of you were rightfully pointing out to me that there are actually Nebraska assets in the game files of American Truck Simulator. Not gonna lie, I have no idea how to navigate the game files of American Truck Simulator, minus some of the console stuff that I have for doing videos and stuff like that. But even still, I'm pretty basic on it, just because I've always had the fear I don't want to mess something up that I can't revert. That being said, I could just uninstall American Truck Simulator, make sure I have the game saves all save separately, and then just reinstall the game, and I guess that would fix it. But still, I just don't feel like poking around the game files. I don't know, that's just something I've never had an interest in doing. I enjoy playing the games, but I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing to do. And for those who do it, you definitely have the inside scoop on some of the features that I don't even know about, but I do appreciate you guys letting me know about them. And so that's really cool to kind of have that prediction come be more realistic, I guess I should say, which is a very good thing to have, in my opinion. I'm happy to see that my prediction was actually on point this time, unlike some of the previous ones where they've been close but definitely more outlandish maybe. So it's good to have that. But moving forward, obviously after Nebraska, then we're getting into Dakota territory and stuff like that. Hopefully in a bundle, fingers crossed. Again, maybe SES Software, if you're watching this, potentially consider the fact that a lot of us would enjoy, you know, a faster progression through some of these upcoming states given their size, so possibly bundling some of them, although I think you guys would be doing it anyways in the future. Just maybe a little hint, nudge there from Prime Simulation. I think a lot of the community would enjoy having some bundled DLCs there, some different states. We get plenty of new states all at once. We're at the facility. To be honest, not really. I guess it's kind of, well, I guess it's like a grain elevator-y kind of thing, which is neat indeed. So let's go ahead and swing around here. And let's see where we're parking this thing. Oh, actually, you know what? It looks like it's going to be a very easy delivery. Not quite. Oh, actually, I say easy. I may not be parking in the correct spot. Do I have to go through or around? Is it beside the building? I can't actually see. I don't think it'd be around this way, would it? Oh, it's right there. It is. Well, maybe if I can maybe sneak around the building, this may be big brain play right here. Can I sneak through this way instead of driving through the loading ramp? Maybe. Yeah. Let's swing around this way and see if I can do kind of big brain play. And can I get behind the back of the silo? Oh, I think I can. Maybe not legitly, but I can. Oh, we're going around just fine. Because if I can go around this way, then I can line up a whole lot better for the reverse. So I'm not doing it would have been a very ugly blindside reverse, may I say. So yeah. Oh, I think it's actually still going to be a blindside reverse, but not as bad because I can come through here and then go this way so I don't swipe that trailer and get myself kind of lined up actually quite nicely. Well, would you look at that? Prime actually had a big brain moment that didn't fail miserably for once. Now saying that, can I get it between the building and without crashing it? I'm going to cheat a little bit here because, as I said, I'm recording this a little bit later, so I'm going to take some creative liberties here and just try and make sure this video can get uploaded in time and processed. It's actually processed, not uploading now. And it's not the prettiest looking thing. Okay, I'll be honest. It's definitely not great. But it's not horrible at the same time. So let's go ahead and shut off this Western Star. And I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. What a great mod. The Rework mod adds a lot of extra personalization features to it that I do enjoy. Being able to add some of the paint and other either plastic or full-on chrome options. Basically from beginner to ultra, basically the elite side of truck configuration. This rework has it, and I think there's quite a few different combinations you could do, but I just went with this kind of more blacked out and chrome one. Quite obviously looks really sharp to me, but again, a lot of you would have different either situations you want to kind of role play with it, or maybe just you want to go full bling and do kind of similar to me. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.